Welcome to my new channel, LA Gold. Well, I wanted to show you guys some gold that I had. First of all, we have this 19.8 gram diamond cut rope necklace, 14 karat, 24 inch, 3 millimeter, 19.8 grams. Next, I've got the 8.4 gram, 14 karat, 22 inch, 2 millimeter diamond cut rope chain. And lastly, I've got the 4.8 gram diamond cut rope chain. Now you might not be able to tell, but each of these is marked 3 times with a 14 karat mark. Here, here, and the little thumb of the lobster clasp. So 3 times marked 14 karat. And they're marked twice with the stamp of Bailey, Banks, and Biddle, 2 times. So all 3 are stamped with Bailey, Banks, and Biddle twice, and 14 karat 3 times. Now I'm going to add, not this one, because this is for another client. This is a Valcambi, Swiss, 24 karat gold. But I'm going to add something very similar to this one with the bezel. I'm going to add a 1 gram Pamp bar, Swiss, 24 karat gold. So that should be pretty fun. So these are all 14 karat. As you may know, or maybe you don't, gold comes in 24 karat, which is pure, basically 99% pure gold, 99.5% or higher. Like you've got your maple leaves, your pandas, your Pamp bars, Valcambi. Those are all 24 karat. Then you have your 22 karat, which is basically about 92% gold. And it's used to be called coin gold because that's what governments used in their official coinage, because it wore better than the 24 karat gold. You have jewelry from India, which is 22 karat, oftentimes the American gold eagle, the Krugerrand, and the British sovereign. Then you have your 21.6 karat, 90% gold, like your Mexican gold, and a lot of continental silver. European, that is. Next, you have your 18 karat gold, which is often used in jewelry, and it's 75% gold. Then you have your 14 karat, which is 58.33% gold, and it too is often used in jewelry. And then you have your 10 karat gold, which is 41.66% pure, less than half, and it's often used in jewelry. I really like 18, 22, and 24 carats. I think you get a little bit better bang for your buck with the higher carats. And I thought I was going to be a high carat man. You know, I think high carats are great for bullion, but I was just a little afraid for my chains because years ago I got this 10 karat ring and it just made me a little bit wary. If you could see how bent that is. 10 karat's pretty strong. And I think I'm a relatively active person, so I didn't want to get the 22 or the 24 karat, even though initially that's what I thought I'd be into as far as jewelry. But I was leaning more toward the 18 and 14 karat, and then I just decided to go with a 14 karat. Because I'm afraid of damage the jewelry, and I'm the type of person who would. So I needed something that was a little stronger, and I wanted something that didn't have to baby or bring out on special occasions. I think jewelry should be able to, you should be able to wear it at your leisure and as often as you'd like. So, lastly, I wanted to talk about one of the reasons I started buying jewelry is because I just saw a lot of inflation taking place as far as prices go. And, I think that jewelry is something that people are interested in. People aren't interested in purchasing bullion as much. They want something with a little aesthetic appeal, like some jewelry. So I thought it would be a good investment. I just see prices shooting up right now as I speak. And I was like, I should convert some of my greenback dollars into gold. And gold that has an appeal to consumers. And I'd like to just mention a little bit about the scarcity of gold versus diamonds. Gold is truly rare in nature. Diamonds are far more common. If you don't know, De Beers, they controlled the price of diamonds for many years. And now they control about 40% of the market. And Australia and Russia can control the bulk of the rest of that market. But Australia and Russia, they don't want to kill the goose that laid the golden egg. So they're playing the De Beers game with diamonds. For every 1 gram of gold on Earth, there are 60 grams of silver. For every 1 gram of gold on Earth, there are 400,000 grams of diamonds. Now, I can't speak to the quality of all these diamonds, but even so, that's just an amazing difference. 1 gram compared to 400,000 grams. Even sapphires are more rare than diamonds, is there are only 5,000 grams of sapphires for every 1 gram of gold. So that means for every 5 grams of sapphires, there's 400 grams of diamonds. Also, the price of gold seems much more objective. You could check the London spot price, go to bullion dealers, just Google it. It's always being updated, the price of gold, and you can just get a real-time idea of what your gold is worth. So it's just more objective. Diamonds are subjective in price. Their price is just up and down depending on who you see. And during the Great Recession, see, about 8 or 9 years ago, nobody was buying diamonds. The price was not so hot. But gold, everybody was buying gold as a hedge against inflation. And they were worried about paper assets. So, I think it's a good idea if you put a little bit of your money into some gold. You can get a gram like this from APMEX for well under $60. You can buy a silver dime, 64 and pre, 1964 and before, silver dime. You can pick one of these up for probably less than $1.40 each. So you don't have to be rich in order to invest in precious metals and convert some of your assets, your paper assets like cash, which is losing at least 2 to 3% every year in value. Convert it to something that is valued, has been for millennia, thousands of years, and it's real.